I feel that the impact of the regeneration scheme is actually really, really good on the community, because it's providing a better place for people to live.
I think it's wonderful because it'll give the young ones and the older ones like myself, it'll give us a place to be proud of.
I've been involved in the regeneration since it was first mooted that they were going to regenerate Butetown. And I can't honestly say that I've always agreed with what is supposed to be regeneration for the area. But this present regeneration seems to be taking on a different role, and it seems to involve the whole of the community.
The regeneration in Butetown is very positive because I think it impacts positively the people, the inhabitants who are living in Butetown currently, because it's bringing them more opportunities.
I've been involved in the Butetown regeneration scheme from the start, which is about 3 years ago. We were originally going to refurbish the community centre, but we realised through consultation and through sort of everyday use that it really wasn't fit for purpose. The community's getting bigger and we really needed a bigger, much bigger community space so that we could do much more things.
I seen the plan for the community centre that was the first plan, which was just a tiny little extension built on the back of it. And at that time I did say, well, money's scarce, so let's not waste the money. If we can't have a demolish and rebuild what the community needs and have had needed for years, then don't waste the money by putting that, because it won't encourage the community to use it.
I got involved in the Butetown Forum, which was a group of people from Butetown who got together to guide and shape the program. After we got involved and the community then articulated their priorities, then I think the program or the people who was involved were receptive to that. Members of the Butetown Forum were heavily involved in the design of the community centre and the pavilion.
And with regards to the redevelopment at the Butetown Youth Centre, to see it being redeveloped for the youngsters and to see for the community in general, it'd be a great thing to help and to take young people of Butetown out of off the streets and put them into a new building which will offer a lot more and surpass what is already in the Butetown Youth Centre.
I am looking forward to the new centre opening, because obviously this building was a temporary building, even though they were in there for 12 years. It was only supposed to be for 5 years. So this is a long-awaited new build.
Yeah, I was involved in like some gathering in the old pavilion about like the design or anything, but in particular we want to be built in a new pavilion, and just gave our opinions, and hopefully it's been taken on and done for us.
I'm missing it, but I'm glad that it's got knocked down and rebuilt, because it's knowing it's gonna be a better place and it's gonna be better than the last one.
I was also involved in the grant scheme and was on the panel of that, and I think it was a tremendous success, and a huge range of community organisations and businesses took advantage of the grant scheme. It widened the benefit of the programme to more stakeholders, to more organisations and community groups, whereas the build of the programme is only the community centre and the pavilion. The grant scheme gave an opportunity for other organisations and groups working in the area to take advantage of that and upskill and revamp their facilities.
The Better Buildings for Butetown grant have allowed us to have the centre open to the public since June 2011, and since then we've had an enormous amount of young people taking part in activities, educational, recreational programmes which are now taking place there.
In this centre we look after the young and the old, and we're really, really grateful for the funding that has helped us to have an extension to the centre, because it's so small that sometimes one gets frustrated because you just can't do all the things you want. So now we're going to have an extension, and we're going to have a library, and as far as we're concerned, we're going to go from strength to strength.
The Butetown Employment Support and Training Centre, which is a partnership between community organisations, other stakeholders and the council in terms of delivering this employment support provision within Butetown, which is quite exciting, unique and interesting, because you know, these things don't often happen in that way. But I think that's what priority for the Butetown regeneration scheme, the ethos and philosophy was about working with the people to bring about change.
I think the best centre is unique in some ways compared to the other enterprise centres in Cardiff, because I think it takes forward the spirit of the whole regeneration where the community have been involved. So the community is going to be heavily involved in the best centre and managing it and running it, but also identifying where the gaps are in the community, where the enterprise centre the best centre can focus on.
China Street is also another, for the scenery and the locality's image, for that to be revamped is great to see, and also it'll help just the esteem of being in the area, of being in Butetown will be a bit more uplifting. At the moment now with work, I'm in the development of helping young people in Butetown getting on work placements on the site, and also helping with their career development.
Yeah, I've currently got a placement with Vinci, the construction firm, who are currently working over the community centre and Butetown Youth Pavilion. I've just started up, and you know, at the moment it's going quite good.